recently, and like not so recent with myself, but with friends, etc., that have been through several relationships who it's, should I end this? Is this bad enough? Is this
Yeah.
just a phase? And then people that have just pulled the pin out of nowhere that I've seen in other relationships. And so I guess, why do you think it's so difficult for us in any relationship, unless it's very obvious, like you said, like betrayal, and
Yeah,
even that's not so cut and dry.
totally.
Um, why do you think this is one of the most difficult decisions people have, to end a relationship?
I mean, I think because it's not cut and dry. I wish that, of course, I knew when we were going to be recording this, like, all right, what's the big question here is when to end a relationship. And I wish I could like distill it down into one just like quippy kind of like when this happens, right? But
Right.
the truth is, it's just not so simple. And not only are, you know, there's so many different experiences that could warrant relieving a relationship. The challenge is that like what might warrant leaving a relationship for one person wouldn't warrant it for another. And ultimately, we have to know ourselves well enough to understand like, okay, is it worth it? Is it worth it to keep working on this? Is it worth it to keep hoping? Am I at
Right.
a point where maybe taking a break, even like, let's not even just say it's ending it forever, but let's just like, take some space from this relationship might give me some more information.
Huh.
So I think honestly, to answer your question, just humans are so complex and we all have different values and different dreams. And for one person, let's say, especially for women, for example, whose identity is so wrapped up in being a wife or a partner and a mother and desired, like we are taught and socialized our whole lives that that's kind of what makes us important. So for women, there is way more shame, around being single than there is for men, at least to a certain age. I think after a certain age, kind of men, join women on that journey. But for some women, they might be like, well, it's better to at least be in a relationship or have an opportunity to have kids or have a partner who, is contributing to a two-income household than be by myself. And I'm not
Right.
saying that that's all women by any means, but I just want to give some examples of how things can differ between genders, but across classes, across cultures, ages. So it's
Right.
really hard to sort of say like, this is the one way that, or the one reason that she should come back to end a relationship.